Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. And today's video is about nudity. Some people may get offended by this, and I don't care because I like to share my thoughts about what's really happening in this world and why we should stop conforming. The more people that non-conform, the more people that will see these ideas and these ways of living as natural, normal, necessary. Now, I'm not talking about going in the dead of winter where there's like so much snow outside naked, or I'm not telling people to run in the city totally naked. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm just trying to tell people that nudity, the naked human body, is nothing to be ashamed of. If we're just living our lives normally and, at home and in our communities, we like to be naked, so be it. There's nothing wrong with a naked body. We came into this world naked, and suddenly our parents and all of society starts putting on clothes. We start being ashamed of our bodies. We start having anxiety because we don't have the best body, or we don't have, that type of body we like, or we're not a model, or we're not this or that. It's like nonsense. We have the most beautiful body, the most lovable body. And there's nothing wrong with this. It's not sexual. We in our society sexualize the human body in escorts, in pornography, with our mentality. We see the human body as sexual because in our world we see bodies as sexual, especially the female body, or especially somebody that's wearing skimpy clothing. Because we still see humans, especially women, as a sexual object. That's basically it. And there's a lot of men that when they see a very so-called very attractive or very pretty woman, they sexualize that woman. Even if that person has already a partner or a spouse, they sexualize whatever woman they see. If it's in the movies, or if it's in music videos, or if it's in just somebody they pass by on the street. And so we live in a patriarchal world. Even breastfeeding a child is considered taboo, is considered extreme, is considered, like cover up your breast. It's like, what? A natural thing like that? And now we live in cities, and only during times of summer and on the beach somewhere can we actually go partially nude, meaning a bikini, a two-piece bikini. And even that, sometimes you have a thong, and even then, men and even some women are sexualizing women. So, whole point of this video is to understand that the naked body is nothing to be sexualized. We came into this world naked. Um, However you want to think about how the earth started, we all came into this earth naked. And then for some reason, when we started to migrate more north, maybe south, we started to put clothes on. Once it started to become cold, or it started, for whatever reason, we started to put clothes on. And it might have been due to the cold, might have been due to a lot of different reasons. And we started putting and making manufacturing clothes. We started putting them on. We started doing this with bear skins or other animal skins. And then we started to make our own clothing and all that. I don't really like to follow history because history may be not 100% accurate. And so I just kind of envision what may have happened. And so for whatever reason, we migrated from the tropical areas to colder climates. We started to put clothing on, and then we started to see it as normal. And then whenever we took off our clothes during the hot periods of the year, we would be either ashamed or we would other people would shame us or sexualize us or something like that. And I think it started about 10,000 years ago when we started to herd animals, when we started to see them as property and as things to be used, because we see animals, non-human animals, as objects we can be used, their sexual organs as can be used, and then we started to see women in the same light as pieces of meat to be used and as sexual objects. And that's how our society is, unfortunately. Now, there are some cultures and some societies that cover their whole entire bodies and fear every little thing. And that is just because they're controlling women and they have men have control over the women and in certain countries. But that's also propaganda, I believe too, by the media and by Hollywood movies and all this kind of stuff. I mean, we really don't know what goes on unless we actually are there in these places. And even the way people describe it, it's overly exaggerated, I believe. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a naked human body. There's nothing wrong with breastfeeding child in public. Nothing wrong with anything because it's our perception of what we think is immoral and distasteful. I mean, there's pornography and there's child molestations and child trafficking and there's all sorts of abnormalities in our society. And just seeing a naked body in society is considered extreme and abnormal. This is like the way our society has become is is totally abnormal. I mean, we vote for people we don't even know. We vote for people who lie on the TV. I mean, politics is the worst abnormality ever. It has never helped us. It has never brought us closer to a utopian world. It continues to justify violence of every sort, pertaining to violence we consume at our meals, violence during wars, all sorts of things. I mean, mandatory, all sorts of things that are mandatory, like following orders when going over fake country borders. Like, come on, this is like ridiculous. And we're thinking like the new naked body is abnormal. I mean, abnormal is only in the eye of the beholder. Okay? And so we have to get rid of the notion of having the nude body as a sexual thing. It's not a sexual thing at all. We just think of it as a sexual thing. It's a sacred thing that we do with the person that we love. We do it in our own private quarters, having intimate love with one another. But we sexualize everything. We sexualize the human body. We sexualize even sex and love. We sexualize everything for that matter. I've even wondered if in the past we even had sexual relationship or we made love in front of people. You know, like if it was considered normal. So we just did it anywhere, anytime, any place. And if people didn't really even think of it as a wrong thing, as a sexual thing, just as a normal thing, you know? So that's the thing. We consider things to be normal, certain things to be normal, certain things to be abnormal. But why? That's the thing that we have to question. We have to question everything in our society and everything that we do. So we think about that. We came into the world naked. We were born naked. Then we want to put clothes on the people. And I understand putting clothes on someone if we're living in a cold climate. But first of all, we're not supposed to be living in cold climates. It's not normal. We should be living naked. We should be going out into nature and foraging or growing our own food. We should be doing all of that stuff. We should be having, not like this world, society that we live in, is so corrupt. And if we can learn to start questioning everything and start walking away slowly from society, yeah, people think that is abnormal, thinking about that or doing that, and thinking, oh, you're going to be jailed if put into prison if you disobey laws. And it's like these laws are not just to begin with. Who created these laws? Humans. For what purpose? The only law out there is to do no harm, and everyone in the world is harming. So, what good are laws if we're still harming? What good are laws if there's still wars all around? And the same people that make the laws are telling other people to go to war and fight for their country. Why should we fight for our country? Let's fight for peace and freedom globally, worldwide, not for our country. These fake places with fake borders. Okay, thank you for joining me. Please post your tips, comments, anything down below. And don't forget that this video is sponsored by Evolution Diet Pet Food. Get your vegan pet food from Evolution Diet Pet Food. Sponsored all my work. Lynn and Eric Wiseman, beautiful people. Check them out at petfoodshop.com. Please share this video with everyone you can that will find it useful. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that little bell icon to receive notifications in your email and to subscribe to my email newsletter. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.